All right. "20 reasons we are here for these two." A wedding poem inspired by two separate lists filled with the 10 things they love most about their partner. History has shown us the mistakes of our predecessors, the successes of those willing to kick down doors and explore the unknown, while also blessing us with the ability to revamp definitions as we redefine what the words of our world mean to us. So today, we celebrate ingenuity. Two people that read Webster's description of love and realized specificity is the secret sauce that made their perfect recipe. So for now, let's crumble up what we know of love, throw it in a fire pit on the lake's edge, and prepare to learn from two incredible people that will continue to teach us for years to come. Remember, a wedding is a defining moment in the lives of few, a celebration in the lives of many, but also a remodel of definitions in the eyes intertwined with love. When David looks at Kendall, he sees the perfect person that will laugh into old age at his dumb jokes. And when he gets especially tickled by something and belly laughs until he coughs, this is where she hears the future. Nothing makes her happier than listening to him giggle himself into fits over something minute. When Kendall sees David, even the most intimidating things bloom in beautiful ways. For example, the countless times he pays tribute to her and goes on and on about their relationship, only ever highlighting the positives, which makes it scary for her to live up to the hype, though in his eyes, she always does. Or David's Jeopardy-like memory bank of random facts that leave folks like me feeling stupid. But to Kendall, although she teases him, she finds tranquility in the ability to always learn something new, which is exactly why he is smitten. Her relentless positivity, her drive, passion for all things that captivate her, whether it's her job, volunteering, or having friends over, she's 100% in and always present. One of his favorite things about her is how much she loves her people and always makes sure they know it. But again, this is something they amplify in each other. And she is captivated by the way he cares for people important to him, but also never forgets about the people who are important to her. He has let people in that he's never met move into his home because it will give them a step ahead in life. He sat at jail waiting for a student to be released because none of their family was able to be there. But she says, that's just who he is. And why she says, I love his steadiness. Even when things feel hurricane, stressful and out of control, he's always calm and collected and ready to make a plan to solve things. And when doing so, he always sees her there every step of the way, supporting him in every venture he chooses. He says, she's my partner, she has been my girlfriend, is my fiance, will be my wife, but through it all and more than all, she's my partner. The person I want to do life with, which honestly, in my opinion, isn't that poetic, but it's absolutely beautiful nonetheless. But it's the things that others might see as flaws that our partners see as a strength that allow us to recognize when we finally found our perfect puzzle pieces. For example, Kendall's hard-headedness, which he defines as independence. He says, I know she doesn't need me, but she wants to be with me, and I can't begin to express how thankful that makes me. Or David's ability to be sometimes dishearteningly blunt, which she lovingly phrases as, I love his honesty. I know that I can trust what he's saying and that he means it, but more than that, I love that he'll always call me on my shh. Although sometimes harsh, it's always with my best interest in mind. But over time, we've been lucky enough to see both of their quirks complement one another and become a home to us all. Which is to say, love is home. They make room in their lives for many, but those walls are decorated with reminders of why we are here today. The frames made of Kendall's willingness to always build a larger table, as she loves to help and serve both her friends and community. And when doing so, David is always at the ready with brisket, ribs, or smash burgers, even if he gets grease on every surface within a 20-foot radius. You see, we all love the way they love. Well, Kendall is in love with his silliness, how he can be serious at times, but is not afraid to be the weirdest person she knows, especially if it's to make her laugh. David is in awe of how thankful she is and feels lucky to have a partner that he can continue to build a life with, a life filled with so many beautiful memories and material things, but is blown away by how she never takes any of it for granted. It is a fact that he treasures playing the 5 things you're thankful for today game at night after the good and the bad days, and the way those reminders become a sense of comfort when the world feels the opposite. She adores his sense of adventure and how all the trips they've ever taken have been jam-packed with different things to explore and see. How David never hesitates at a long drive or a difficult travel day if it means they'll get to experience something cool on the other side of it. But when asking them both to separately supply me with 10 things to conjure the perfect recipe for a wedding poem, they both had one ingredient that was the exact same. It was a motto. One that in my eyes shows how solid their structure is and how they truly have created a miraculous union by redefining love. With a motto that shows every stud, every beam, every piece of their core, and it's the exact same, though built by different hands. It gets stronger when together. A motto our families can learn from when standing at dividing lines of beliefs, that friends can learn from when struggling and feeling alone. Words that became a house, rooted in love that we can all learn from while on our adventures as we explore the unknown. A motto that turns homesick into the reason you carry through your achievements, struggles, smiles, and life's undertow. And in both of their words, it goes, I'll always miss you, but I'll never hold you back. So thank you both for creating that, for creating all of this. Happy travels.